It's Week 12 of the NFL. And we've got the Dolphins, sure-handed tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game. They tend to have the advantage.
Now, Watkins on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down. He'll look to throw. That's to Waddle again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On play action, here's May. He's got Douglas going deep. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Jabril Peppers in coverage, able to knock that one away. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he'll work his way down inside the 40. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Tagovailoa. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down.
That one, take it in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a give to Achane. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Tua going to give this to Wright. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down up past the 35. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On the handoff, this is Achane. Good running inside the 25. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Achane heading left. Second and 7. Tua gonna throw. This one caught at the 4. And this drive down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. Head up. This is right. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins. On 1st and 10, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. Open man, Demario Douglas. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This one complete to Bourne. May now on 1st and 10. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. It is brought in the end zone. Keyshawn Booth. Two and out on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throw again is May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. May to throw again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Here's May again. And that is caught in the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Off play action, it's Tua. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over at their... Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Patriots ready for the punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Looking underneath for Achane. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw now, May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. Here's 3rd and 7. Now May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Patriots 1st down. Out of the gun, here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. 3rd down. 3 to go. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs. On first down, Tagovailoa. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. To throw on first down is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will... play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's Achane. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. You want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The motion man here is Bourne. May now on 1st and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On the give, this is Stevenson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. To throw is May. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. A run here with Stevenson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. May going to look to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. There's a handoff to Achane, running left. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep is Marcus Jones. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Open man there. It is Bourne.
May have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, this is right. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.